Hey guys, it's Daniel here from the Truck Insurance Channel, and today I'm going to talk about starting a non-CDL hotshot trucking company. Alright, step by step, here we go. First off, full disclosure, I'm not an accountant, not a financial advisor, not an attorney. I'm just a dude who sells truck insurance. I own Charles String Inc. We do trucking insurance. I also own a trucking company and I've done a few other things. I know a little bit about transportation. I feel like I don't think anyone could ever know all of it because it's pretty endless. It's a beast. I'm just here to help, so take it for what you will. My goal is to help new ventures get started. That's my thing. That's what I like doing. So let's get started. All right, first off, start an LLC, all right? You gotta register your LLC with the Secretary of State in the state you live in. This should also be the state where you're licensed, your primary residence, where you're going to file for your authority, and where you're going to do business. If all those things don't line up, you're probably gonna run into problems because getting insurance in a state you don't live in or licensed in or registered in or have your authority established in, if the states don't line up, you're gonna have problems. Also, when you're filing for your LLC, maybe go ahead and check like GoDaddy.com for a domain or Google domains, all right? I've got links for all kinds of stuff below, but your business name should be simple, all right? Don't put like a bunch of apostrophes and all kinds of like amperstamps and dashes, all that stuff. Keep it super simple, because if you don't do that, it's gonna make it difficult for like registration, insurance, all those things. Keep your name as simple as possible. Don't put any special characters in there. Do the phone test, all right? Like, can you say it clearly and be heard on the other end of the phone? All right, because when you're in transportation, you're gonna do a lot of work over the phone. So make sure people understand or can hear your business name over the phone clearly. I've got a couple links below for like LegalZoom and InkFile. If you're not comfortable doing your own filing through your Secretary of State website, then use one of those. They're pretty good. Check out the description below because there's a lot in there. It's all pretty helpful, gets you exactly where you need to go. Next up, request your EIN or your tax number, FEIN. It's got a bunch of different names. Tax ID is the old school name for it, and that's gonna be really important for a lot of things. You need that before you file for your authority. Next up, set up a bank account. I recommend any major bank or any like fintech bank. I've got Novo link below. They're a fintech bank and they specialize in commercial banking. All right, so check them out. Next up, sign up for QuickBooks, okay? They integrate with Novo, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, quite a few, but check and see what integrates with what. That's also really important as you're doing your due diligence and researching all this and how you're gonna set up your company. It's important to start building business credit, and I'll have a video link below to learn more about that. Credit and like back office admin type stuff. There's quite a bit that's important to insurance upfront and down the road. So you wanna get ahead on all of that you can. And the more you can plan, it's gonna pay off dividends later, okay? So have backup plans to your backup plans. Set up a professional email. I have links below to Google's custom emails, so it looks professional. It's gonna make a difference in a lot of things, all right? Like how serious brokers take you, how likely a lender thinks you are to be credible, that type of thing, okay? Like if you're applying for loans, that's just one more thing to add to your credibility, right? And you wanna be building that as much as possible. There's also a link for GoDaddy. You can set up a website, domain, everything, even a merchant account. If you wanna start your own YouTube channel one day, it's really easy to do through GoDaddy. All right, also get a new phone line, all right? Whether you just go pick up another phone from your current provider or you add like a virtual phone like RingCentral or OneTalk through Verizon, Grasshopper, whatever. There's a ton of them out, 8x8. I've got links for RingCentral and I've also got a link for Verizon Business down below. You should check into Verizon Business. If you don't have Verizon already, or if you've never had Verizon, one thing you should know, especially if you're like planning on doing OTR, you need really good cell phone coverage when you're out on the road for a lot of reasons. One, for making money, because you're gonna need to be on the phone to do that. And two, if you have something go wrong, you wanna make sure you can get a call out. That's gonna be kind of important. Another thing I threw in here was applying for sales tax exemption. That's one thing a lot of people miss. Then apply for your motor carrier authority. I've got a video that you can follow along exactly. And again, we're talking non-CDL, okay? So there's some specific things when you're going through the application, and I made that video so it's like you won't have any issues trying to get insurance, okay? A lot of people fill out their motor carrier application and then they have issues getting insurance, okay? And it's a pain to go back and fix. It creates a lot of delays. So follow along with that video perfectly and you won't have any issues. You can do your BOC3 and UCR once you get your DOT and MC number. You should get your DOT number like as soon as you finish the application. Your MC number will come through like within a day. unless you did it like on a weekend. It might come on Monday. You're also going to get blown up by all kinds of marketing. So people trying to sell you insurance, compliance services, and they're going to pretend to be part of the FMCSA. The FMCSA is probably not going to call you unless you put something really crazy down on the application. So all these people that call you and say, hey, this is such and such DOT compliance officer, blah, blah, no, it's not the FMCSA. That's some compliance service trying to scare you into buying their driver qualification file, which is another thing you're going to need, and I have a link for that to put your own together. You don't need to pay for hardly any of that unless you just don't feel confident in doing it yourself. Then go ahead, sure, pay one of those guys. BOC3 and UCR, links below to get straight to those. For BOC3, there's a bunch of different service providers out there. You actually do have to pay for that, and the UCR, but UCR you don't need to pay a service company. That's an easy one you can do on your own. Links and videos to where to go and do that below. Next is your DOT physical exam to get your DOT medical card. Got a link for where to go do those. It's quick and easy. Just, you know, make sure you're healthy and like fit to drive. After you have all that, you can do insurance quotes before all of this. You're gonna get more accurate quotes once you have done like everything up to your authority. Like once you have your DOT and MC number, like you've already got your LLC established, you got your EIN, you got your DOT and MC number, then we can get you a really accurate quote. Even if you don't have the exact truck you plan on running, like truck and trailer, you know, it's easy to pull a VIN off of a truck and trailer from like used truck site or local dealer, whatever. Financing, I've got a link for Trucking Funder down below. They're an affiliate of mine. They will hook you up with lending. All right, plenty of other links below to check out for more information with financing. Freight factoring, okay? Triumph will do hot shotters. I normally recommend RTS to everybody, but they don't do hot shots. You can still get fuel cards through RTS though. So if you check out the link below for that, that'll get you through to Daniel Chambers at RTS. He's the fuel card wizard and he can hook you up with fuel cards. Sign up for load boards. Truck Stop and DAT are like the number 2. Sign up for those. There's some links below. DAT you'll get like 30 days free. Truck Stop you have to go through like a little application process to get approved and all that. It's quick and easy. Then order your ELD. I've got Keep Trucking set up as an affiliate. They're best out there. I just recommend them because they're easy with the insurance discounts. Like normally what I tell people is get an ELD because of the discounts you can get with insurance. Like the discount will pay for the whole year of, you know, ELD service, that type of thing. So yeah, get an ELD. Then vehicle decals, got a link for that below. And then new entrant phone call, right? Like you should probably call the FMCSA close to your 21st day after you apply. So 21 calendar days from the next business day from the time you did your application. So if you do your application on Friday, start counting 21 days on Monday, all right? That type of thing. If there's a holiday, adjust for holidays, but you can always call the FMCSA and wait on hold for like an hour. And a lot of them will tell you it's like 15, 21 days, whatever, from the time you get insurance. Not true. And you don't have to get insurance as soon as you apply. A lot of people get confused about this. You can get insurance like the day, like the 21st day, you can get it after, you can get it right before. I always recommend people do it like, get their insurance, make it effective, like 2 days before that 21st day. And I'll, like if you apply for quotes through my agency or one of my partner agencies, we'll line that up so it's like really close to the day you go active. That way you're not paying for insurance and not being able to use it, all right? There's some other ways to do this too, and you know, there's different variables for like when you get your truck and needing to insure it and all that. Those are things I can work with you on. Some people want to like start their authority early or start their authority and not actually run for a bit because those first 90 days can be rough. I can help you with that too, all right? The other thing with the FMCSA, once you actually go active, you need your letter of authority before you technically start running. You need that in your compliance binder. You can call the FMCSA and request for them to email you the letter of authority. It might take a day or two, but then you're not waiting like 3 to never days to get it in the mail. All right. The other thing is applying to brokers. Once you're actually active, you can apply to brokers. Don't try to apply to brokers before you go active. They'll look at you like you're nuts. Okay. They'll just completely ignore you. So apply to brokers. All right. And if you're going to start running as soon as your authority goes active, there's going to be some that won't work with you. There's going to be a lot that won't work with you. So I've got a list of brokers you can apply to. And just because a broker says they don't work with new ventures doesn't mean they won't work with new ventures. Sometimes, they can't get a load covered, and if you talk them into it, they'll give you the load. All right. Transportation is a relationship-based business. Next, create your compliance binder. Got a video for that below as well, and a couple links on getting like the best binder materials. Getting your driver qualification file. Even if you are planning to drive your truck, you're not going to hire anybody. You own the company, you're going to be the driver, all that. You still need a driver qualification file. You need an MVR for yourself. You need a employment application. You got to apply to your own company, okay? All that good stuff. It's all in there, and I'll make a video for that as well. And that's pretty much it to get started. So I hope you enjoy this. Check out all the links below. There's a lot of good stuff in there. Appreciate you watching. I'll have a lot more to come, so stay tuned. Like and subscribe, and thank you.